Today I want to talk about a simple tea that you can make at home. It's a great tea, even if you don't have a problem with your gut, even if you don't have a problem with bloating or acidity or indigestion. It's a beautiful tea to sip on. You feel calm. You feel really good. It's a great tea to have. You can have your black tea, you can have your black coffee, your green tea, and all of that stuff. That all has caffeine. It's good in small quantities. But sometimes you can make this herbal spice tea at home. A lot of people have been doing this for a long time. 13 years ago, when we started off practicing in the field of integrative and lifestyle medicine, we found out that using this for the gut was tremendous in terms of its benefits. Now, of course, let's use vitamin C, which is common sense. If you need meds, you take the meds. This is not a replacement, but this can help you to calm down the gut. Sometimes people are doing probiotics and nothing works. People are doing prebiotics, nothing works. Sometimes you just need to calm down the gut. There's inflammation in the gut. Probiotics don't take care of inflammation in the gut, nor do prebiotics. They basically feed your microbes in the gut to perform several functions, from regulating blood sugar to regulating your hormones, to regulating serotonin and dopamine, to everything in the human body. The tea I'm talking about today requires 3 ingredients, but I'm going to talk about 5 ingredients because you can always build on the base to add more benefits. That's what I like to do. I like to see how much of magic I can get into that 1 cup of tea so I don't have to keep on drinking different teas and concoctions throughout the day. The first ingredient is cumin. In India, we call this jeera. Okay, you're going to need 1 teaspoon of cumin or jeera. You're going to need 1 teaspoon of coriander seeds. You're going to need 1 teaspoon of fennel seeds, also known as sauf. Now, I can also use a pinch of Sri Lankan or Ceylon cinnamon, or I can even use a stick. I'm going to boil all these ingredients, so I can use a stick of cinnamon, or I can use a pinch of cinnamon powder. It's got to be Ceylon or Sri Lankan rolled cinnamon. I can also use a pinch of ginger powder, or I can put a 1/2 inch fresh piece of ginger mashed up and boil it. Now I'll tell you how it works, okay? Basically, to relax the gut, let's say you have a lot of bloating, you have a lot of indigestion, you'll have a lot of flatulence, a lot of gas, a lot of acidity. This will help you calm down. It's not your magic pill. You still gotta eat slow, you gotta chew your food, eat at the right time, avoid late night meals. Sometimes if you're on a lot of heavy medication, like you're on steroids, you're on chemotherapy, you've recovered from a surgery, you've just come home from a radiation cycle, your digestive system is all over the place, you can use this. You can also use this if you have IBS. You can also use this if you have colitis and Crohn's. But disclaimer over there, because when you have a Crohn's or a colitis, sometimes some of these spices or herbs may create more inflammation. So I would say tread very carefully, do it, make an informed decision. So the 3 basic ingredients to just calm down your gut would be 1 teaspoon of cumin or jeera, 1 teaspoon of coriander seeds, 1 teaspoon of fennel or sauf. You boil this together for about 10 minutes. I would add 4 cups and reduce it to 2 cups. So this is a serving of 2 cups. You can have 2 to 3 cups a day. The best time to have this is 30 minutes before a meal. And let's say you missed it, then you can do it 30 minutes after a meal. So you can just sip on this 30 minutes before or 30 minutes after a meal. Now, like I said, if you don't have heat in your body, you don't have too much of heat in your body, if when you pass a motion, you have a burning feeling in your rectum, then avoid the cinnamon and avoid the ginger. If especially ginger tends to create heat in your body, avoid it. If cinnamon creates heat in your body, avoid it. And do the cumin, the coriander, and you can do the fennel seeds. It's as simple as that. So now if I want to make 4 cups of it, I would increase my dough. I would increase the spoons. It's as simple as that. So the 1 teaspoon, 1 teaspoon, 1 teaspoon will give you 2 cups. Add 4 cups of water, reduce it to 2. And you can double it according to your move. Now the beauty of this is, I like to prepare this the night before. I like to boil it. You'll get a lot of these, made in tea bags, and then you got to steep it in tea. It isn't the same as boiling. Okay, certain spices have to be boiled to extract the beauty of the flavonoids, the polyphenols, and all of the active ingredients happen when you boil it. Steeping it in water, which is already going to cool. Let's say you boil water and it's cooling over time. In 10 minutes, you're not going to get the best benefits, but hey, it can do the job. The best way to do it is I would make it at night. okay? Let it cool. And in the morning, I'll just warm it up. I can also make a liter of it and keep it in the fridge. Okay, it can last for about 2 to 3 days. Okay, stored in the fridge. And then all I do is I pour a cup, heat it, okay? Definitely not in a microwave, but you can just heat it. You know, you can put it in a saucepan, heat it, and have a cup. So you don't always have to do it. So if you think like, hey, I'm going to office, how am I going to do it? Of course, good question. You're not going to be able to do that in office. But hey, I can fill up a flask and I can just warm it up or heat it. And the beauty is you can enjoy it chilled as well, because the original boiling has already extracted what it needs to be extracted. So I can have it like an iced tea, or I can have it as a warm cup of soothing tea. Remember, this doesn't have caffeine, so it's not going to affect your sleep at night if you are caffeine intolerant. But the beauty is to try this. It just calms down. Now, how does this work? What's the science behind it? All of these spices work beautifully to calm down the digestive system. They're also anti-inflammatory in nature, they're antioxidant in nature, and basically that can help you with digestion. When we go through heavy treatments like chemo, radiation, steroids, a lot of drugs, it creates that. That's why your doctor always gives you an antacid and says, take it, because these medicines have a side effect of creating an acidic feeling. And the doctor's absolutely right. But guess what? If you don't have that acidity and you try this tea and you don't feel acidic, you don't need the antacid. Remember, there's too much of antacid abuse in our country, and that's why most people think they have excess acid in their body. But most people in India actually have low stomach acid, which has the same symptoms but creates bigger problems like H. pylori, inflammation in the gut, stomach ulcers, and a whole load of other issues. So you may want to try this tea. It's amazing. It's beautiful. It's got a great taste, so you don't even need honey, you don't need sugar, you don't need stevia, you don't need jaggery. Just try to enjoy this kind of tea. And now, hey, this is also a hack. Let's say you know you're going to go out and the meal is going to be heavy. You know you're going to go to a restaurant where you don't have control over the quality of food. You may want to try to have this 30 minutes before, or hey, you come home and you have it 30 minutes later. Write into me and let me know how this works for you. Like I said, you don't have to have a problem to have this. I just love having this, even if you don't have a problem. It tastes great and it's great for your gut. Have a great day, everyone. Until next time, eat smart, move more, sleep right, breathe deep, and remember, you care is all about you. I love this question from Zarina. I'm doing a carnivore diet. Hope it won't break my diet. What is a carnivore diet? You either eat carnivore or I don't understand that. You know, I don't understand what a carnivore diet is. You don't need extremes. If you're a carnivore, enjoy carnivore. Don't make it into a diet. It just simply means you're eating non-vegetarian foods, which you should pair with the right amount of vegetarian food. You don't need to put it into a box like society or Instagram tells you. Keep it simple. Simplicity is the new luxury. Have a great day, everyone.